guys, welcome back to Just Cook with Dustin. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how you can make poke at home. Back in 2011, my wife and I got to spend 10 months in Maui while she worked there on a contract nursing job. And we would get poke pretty much everywhere, but in Maui, that was my first time to have poke. You could get it at Foodland, Whole Foods. The one place that was local that we really liked was the Eskimo Candy Company there in Kihei. But I'm going to show you today how you can take an affordable, frozen, wild-caught ahi tuna steak and make poke at home. Check it out.
Alright guys, let's get started here. First, we're going to start off with some sake. I learned this from the YouTube channel Cooking with a Dog. Every time she cooks with fish, she first cleans the fish with some sake, and then we're going to dry it off with a clean paper towel. Once we get the fish completely dried off, we're going to start off with our marinade. This is coconut aminos. It's a great soy sauce alternative or substitute, and it's a little bit on the sweet side, which I find I really enjoy, especially in this recipe. We're going to use 1 tablespoon of coconut aminos and a half tablespoon of sesame oil. In addition to the tablespoon of coconut aminos, half tablespoon of toasted sesame oil, we're going to add half a tablespoon of rice vinegar. And to this, we're going to add a pinch of flaky sea salt. Once we're finished with the marinade, we're going to set that aside and begin to cut our tuna steak. We're going to cut it into strips here, and then cut those strips into small, bite-sized pieces. The next ingredient we're going to add here is some very thin sliced white onion. Sweet onion or Vidalia onions, if you can find them when they're in season, are great for this. A little trick that I learned while living in Japan is to take the onion and to put it in a bowl of water and just set it aside and let it rest. This will pull out any of the harsh bite of the onion that there is, and it will also just give it a much more mild flavor. And it's great to do this before you add it to a dish like this where you're going to eat it raw, and it just changes the flavor profile of the onion completely. And then we're going to take the tuna and put it in the marinade, take a little taste to check for seasoning, and then we'll set that aside while we get our other ingredients ready. The next ingredient we're going to add to this is sushi nori. I'm going to take a quarter sheet of this nori, fold it into quarters, and then slice it into thin strips to add to the poke. The next ingredient I'll add to the poke is a toasted white and black sesame seed. This ingredient is totally optional because we already added the toasted sesame oil, so we have the sesame flavor in the marinade already. We will then take our onions that we've had soaking in water and dry them with a paper towel. We're going to take the onions and throw those on top of the tuna here and just give that a quick toss with the marinade. Add our sushi nori strips and toasted sesame seeds. And last but not least, we're gonna add a few radish sprouts for that slight peppery taste that they add. Man, these flavors are spot on. That toasted sesame flavor, the sweet and saltiness of the coconut aminos. It just all comes together, and that little bite of vinegar that's added to the marinade. I really hope you guys will give this a try. It's a great, convenient, easy lunch to throw together. This just tastes so good and takes me back to Maui every time I make it.
Man, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. We use coconut aminos at home because right now we're doing Whole30, and on Whole30 you can't have any soy. So coconut aminos is a great alternative. This recipe is so easy to make and so much cheaper than getting it at your local poke stop. I hope you guys will give this recipe a try. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment down below. And I look forward to seeing you guys real soon. Take care.